Hello used car buyers. Today's topic, the documents. It's getting really excited. We have 3 questions again. I'm going to cover, as always, why, what and how. That can cover everything and explain everything. So we're going to talk about why we have to know about the documents, what documents should be present when you are about to buy a used car, and what to check on the documents when you are about to buy a used car. These are the 3 questions we're going to cover. Remember that we at Confident Car Buyer, our aim is to build your confidence. We want to improve your knowledge about used cars, and we want to make sure you are in control of your future finance. That's one of the key points. My name is Gabor Kovács, the founder of the Confident Car Buyer. I'm a former garage manager, a car mechanic, and I believe I know one thing or two about used cars because I'm on the field of used cars in the last 20 years. Guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to share it. Give me a thumbs up, a wow face, a heart, whatever is on your mind. Please share it with us. If you have question, I can answer it by the end of the video today. Let's get to it. Why we have to talk about the documents. Guys, every document can be copied, and the documents are one of the main pillars of the used car buying process. The reason, because every document and every information can be cross-referenced to each other, which means it's like a big puzzle. It's going to come together when you know what to and how to check on the documents, and it comes together as a complete process. So basically you can make sure the car and the documents are matching up. That's why we have to talk about this. Second of all, what documents should be present when you're about to buy a used car? Of course, we're talking about the logbook, which is the most important document what has to be present. Don't buy a car without V5C. I would not suggest that. Second, we could talk about the road tax, but we live in the modern world and there is no road tax disc anymore. When you buy a used car, you have to pay for the road tax on the same day, and the previous owner is going to get a refund. The other document is MOT certificate. I would say again, it should be present, but we live in the modern world and now you can check it on the internet, you can download it, and you can check every necessary information what it includes. So I would say that one. The other important, what I would not miss, I would highly suggest to buy a car with the full service history, which is the service booklet. That's including everything what you have to know. If you find a car with the service booklet, original one, that means you found a good quality car because it was well maintained by the previous owners. That's one of the key points to keep your finance on track. And this is not belongs to the car, but it helps you a lot during the process, is the HPI check certificate. So we were covering what documents should be present when you are about to buy a used car, but what to check on the documents when you want to buy a used car. Let's talk about the logbook first. What information it includes? It includes the registration number, it includes the seller's name and address. Note, make sure, if you remember, you have written down his name or her name, make sure it's matching up, and the address where you want to visit the seller is the same. Number of keepers. If the number is too high, that means every previous owners were trying to sold it on because there was something wrong with the car. Maybe they were not willing to spend that much money on it. So I'm not 100% sure. Even it's a good car, I'm not even sure if the service booklet is present. So there's something wrong there. Within here, you can find more details about the car itself, the color, the make and model. But the most important and common information within the documents is the chassis number, the vehicle identification number. make sure you check it against the car. You can find it at the windshield, at the driver's seat, somewhere around. There are more places around the car you can find it, but make sure you check it. This belongs to the car. So we were talking about this can be copied. So we have to make sure that's the original one. How do you know this is the original one? You know that if you hold it against the light and it's a see-through, so there is a watermark in it which says DVL, DVL, DVL all the way. So that's the original one. So make sure you check it. Second of all, we can talk about stolen logbook. The stolen logbook most of the time is a blue cover, so there is no red lines in it. It's completely blue. But what you have to know about this old type of logbook is that in here in this section, the background is purple. So as soon as you've seen it, just turn around and leave. Don't worry about the car at all. So that's the one of the things you have to know about the stolen logbook. What else? We can talk about logbook loans, which means you send off your logbook to the lender and you get some loan, you get some money because you are you are in financial trouble. But the worst thing is, nowadays anyone can apply for a duplicate logbook, which means the seller is going to apply for it saying that it has been lost. But the logbook is originally at the lender. So when you're about to buy that car, they can present a duplicate logbook, but you will not know that's a duplicate. That takes us back to another video where I was talking about the HPI check. And I mentioned it just at the beginning, HPI check certificate. As soon as you have this, you will find out whether the car has an outstanding finance. So you know that there's something's going on there. So again, just turn around and leave it. Don't worry about the car anymore. What else can happen to the logbook? Insurance written off. Again, nowadays anyone can apply for a duplicate logbook, which means even if the car has been crashed and it's been written off, they can apply and the insurance company take the logbook, still they can apply for a duplicate one. Which means if they have repaired the car back to roadworthy condition, still they're going to apply for a duplicate logbook, which means you will not know if the car has written off if you don't have the HPI check certificate. So this one is one of the key certificate you can have and give you a really good information what's going on with the car. So that's all about the logbook. That's all about the logbook. We covered it. MOT certificate, what you should check on it. We were talking about one common information amongst these documents. What was it? The chassis number. Every document, including the chassis number. The logbook, the HPI check certificate, the MOT certificate, even the service booklet. So see, it's like a puzzle. You can check whether the vehicle identification number, the chassis number is the same on all documents, and it is the same which is on the car. But the MOT certificate can give you extra information, which is the mileage. So the MOT certificate is including again the registration number, the vehicle identification number, the chassis number. It gives you the make and model, where it's being was MOT'd, if there was any advisory what needs to be repaired at the next MOT. But more interestingly and more importantly, it gives you the mileage, the odometer. When was the MOT done and what was the mileage? Okay, so that's the MOT certificate. You can download it from the internet, so I don't think there is any fake of this. The next one, service booklet. Unfortunately, there are sellers who's willing to buy service booklet and set up a fake odometer and set up a fake service booklet. So basically, the covers the car's odometer or mileage is covering with the service booklet. But that's not true, of course, because they're trying to make some money. So the service booklet is the same. Make sure the identification number is there, and the mileage it covers, you can check it against the MOT certificate. So it's really good. If you have this, then you can make sure the car is well maintained. So it's really, really important. Another information I would like to mention, not many car owners willing to do this, but this is repair invoice. If there are repair invoice about the car present, that means the car is really well maintained, and that means the owner is really looked after that car. So that's one really a key point, if they can show it up. Not everyone's willing to keep it. So that's all about the documents. I think I could cover everything about the documents. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I hope you like this video. I hope I could give you very useful information in this video. If you didn't join us, please join to our group, like our page and share our page. Join to our mission and give us a chance to prove that we can help you to buy your next used car with confidence. Guys, thank you very much for watching. It was really good to see you here. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, drive safe.